Hi, my name is Prisha Evans.
And I'm Julie Leader, and we're going to walk you through the unit fraction.
The unit fraction is the base of any fraction. It always has a numerator of 1, such as 1/4, 1/3, or 1/8. The numerator is simply a count of units. The denominator is the fractional unit.
Unit fractions are something that we rarely address in North America, and researchers are now believing that this is why so many of our students and adults have challenges with fractions.
Any fraction can be thought of as a multiple of its unit fraction.
For example, 2/5 is actually 2 1/5 units. And if we were to count, we would say 1 1/5, 2 1/5, 3 1/5, etc. This might seem a little awkward for adults because this isn't the way we were taught to say fractions, and we worry that students may confuse this with a mixed number like 2 1/5. But in actual fact, students really catch on to the idea that the unit we're counting by is 1/5, and we have a count of 2 of them. And if we count it this way using a visual, it will really become clear for our students.
This way of counting builds a foundation for a deeper understanding of addition and subtraction of fractions. So let's count by unit fractions.
So a really impactful way for students to understand unit fractions is by counting by unit fractions. So we're going to go into the Matthews app and go into relational rods. We're going to bring ourselves a grid and we're going to represent a whole. And in this case, we're going to use the brown rod because we've done a lot of work with relational rods before, and we've used this brown rod as our whole. And from some inquiry into this, we know that a red is worth 1/4 of the whole. So we're actually going to take this 1/4 unit, we're going to duplicate it, and Prisha and I are going to start counting by unit fractions.
I think we might need one more brown.
One more brown. Oh, right. Let's actually put a few in there. Thank you, Prisha. And maybe we'll put 3 holes in here.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, that's a black, a brown. Okay. So, and we might just duplicate a few more 1/4 units. And I think we're ready to go, Prisha. So we've got 1 1/4,
2 1/4,
3 1/4,
4 1/4, or 1 whole,
5 1/4, or 1 1/4,
6 1/4,
7 1/4,
8 1/4, or 2 holes,
9 1/4,
10 1/4,
11 1/4, or 2 holes and 3/4. I'm actually going to get rid of that. So as you can see, we've counted by unit fractions. We see all of our 1/4 units here and how they are related to the whole. Another task we can try with our students is something called count around the circle. We might try this after we have done some work counting by unit fractions with concrete materials.
Teachers who have used this task on a regular basis for a short period of time, say 5 to 10 minutes a day for a few weeks, are seeing that it makes a huge difference in students' ability to understand fractions and then apply this understanding to equivalence and operations.
So you may wish to pause the video right now, find some friends, and try this activity out. For more information on this task, check out the Fractions Learning Pathway, Unit D, from the Unit Fractions section. So to summarize, we need to focus on unit fractions if we want students to understand them better. A few key points that we will close with are: when we count by fractional units, we're replicating the work we do in the early grades when we count by whole numbers. In the junior grades, we learn how to count again, but this time by fractional units. We know how important it is to count by whole numbers in the primary grades, so it is just as important to do this with fractions in the junior grades.
Counting by fractions and composing and decomposing fractions are precursors to addition and subtraction. For example, composing 6 1/4 units is the same as adding 6 1/4 units together to make 1 1/2. When we count this way, students are able to see the quantity 1/4 units 6 times. We can actually see what 6/4 looks like, thus supporting multiplication 6 groups of 1/4.
When students understand the unit fraction, decomposing and composing fractions becomes easier, and they will automatically be exposed to equivalents, mixed numbers, and improper fractions.
We need to spend more time with unit fractions, not just jump too quickly to other ideas around fractions. We need students to have experience, lots of experience using unit fractions. Thanks for learning with us today. If you'd like more information, please check out the LDSB Minds Online. You click on the waffle, you will find our LDSB K-12 Mathematics, which then also has lots of other great resources. Click on the E, and as you go down to the E, you will find that we have all strands, lots of resources within that, different tasks, different planning guides, the guides to effective instructions, but Julie's just gonna go on number sense, and then she's gonna click on fractions, and you'll see all the resources that are there available to you. Thanks again.